Hello there and welcome back to Pallegney. It's a beautiful summer morning here. Sun's just rising over there to our left and we are up bright and early, 6 a.m. to make the most of the day. So we have quite a few things to get done this month. Let's get started by over the fence as we always do, and first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to grab our tractor and put some wheat in our flour mill to start producing some flour and in turn bread in our bakery. So let's take care of that first off. I think we had 96,000 litres of wheat in total, so planning on moving our chickens up to 240, which will probably double the 20,000 or so litres they used last year. So I think I'm going to put a full trailer load of wheat into the flour mill for now, and then we'll see how we go with that. Let's drop off our wheat in here. And let's go into our productions. Where are they? Up there. And let's start our flour production. Also what I'll do is I'll start up the bread production, because as soon as this has produced 1,000 litres, it'll send it straight over to the bakery and that can start producing bread. Okay. So, next up, let's check our chickens to see if anything strange is going on over here. No, it's not right now. Still keeping an eye on our rooster here to see how he behaves with this automatic reproduction turned off. Like I said last month, I'm not sure if the automatic reproduction affects the rooster or whether it just affects the regular breeding. We will see. Okay, so next up I want to check our spelt field quickly. Okay, so our spelt field is ready to harvest, which is great. And so what I think I'm going to do is, first of all, going to run over here to our grass field, quickly fertilize that, and then I'm going to take care of the spelt in that field. First off, let's grab our fertilizer spreader. We'll leave the trailer just there because we're going to be using it today. We'll switch the lime out for the fertilizer and then we'll do a quick pass on our grass field. Of course, today as well, we're going to be collecting the straw from our 3 fields once we have harvested the spelt field. And we get to use our new square straw baler, or our new square baler, which I'm really looking forward to. Get out the way, dear. Okay, back to the farm and onto the spelt field. That will also produce swaths, so we're going to have 3 fields to bale with our new toy. Okay, we're back in our harvester. We'll grab the header and let's head over to field, I think it was field 10. This won't take too long at all, and then we can focus on getting this delightful looking golden straw picked up. Let's switch things up and go around the other way this time. We'll start off on this side of the field. Variety is the spice of life, as they say. Okay. Lower our header, start it up, and let's make sure we are on swathing. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Let's get this field harvested. Something I can see in this field already. This is the first time I am harvesting spelt. So something I can see is that as well as the swath, the harvester seems to be leaving part of the crop in the ground. So maybe mulching this field will be a good idea. I don't know if this is true or not, but I read that if you swath wheat and barley, the regular in-game crops that produce swaths, then mulching has no effect. I don't know enough about farming in real life to know if that's true or not, or whether it's a game mechanic, but that's what I'm led to believe. Anyways, I will get this field done, and I'll be back with you once it's complete. Okay, so we are almost done harvesting this field, and I'm not sure if I'm remembering correctly or not, but last time when we bought this field it had sorghum in it. I know that part, but I'm pretty sure we got about 18,000 litres of sorghum, and that wasn't a fully taken care of field. So that wasn't 100% yield because we bought it and it wasn't in its best state. So I'm not really that impressed with the yield from this field. I think it's kind of poor, to be honest. I feel like we've yielded less than sorghum, and sorghum is worth way more. I think I might go back to one of my previous videos where I harvested the sorghum just to see how much exactly we did get from the harvest, just to satisfy my curiosity. Let's put the header back on the trailer, and we'll go and empty the grain tank directly into the silo. I'm guessing that spelt can be fed to chickens, because if it can, and there's no other use for it, I may as well use the 17,000 litres or so for chicken feed, and then put the extra wheat in the flour mill to make us some extra flour for bread. I'll check that out in just a second when I bring the tractor and trailer over here. I'll just stop by the chicken coop and see if it will accept the spelt. So it looks like the chickens can take spelt. Okay, well that's good to know. One more quick experiment. I don't think you can drop it in the flour mill. It would make sense that you can't, because there's no recipe to produce anything from it. Yeah. I think that makes it time to get our new baler out, our big baler. We'll get our fields cleared first, and then we will consider some harvesting contracts to make ourselves some money. Still want to get that pellet factory or pellet producing plant. You know what I'm going to do quickly, because I can't remember the exact name for it. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to find out what it's called. I think it's right at the end over here. Yeah, it's this thing here. It's the pellet hall palletizer. That's what I've been talking about all along when I say pellet factory, pellet production. I mean this thing. So now you know. Pellet hall palletizer. That's what it's called. Okay, let's head to... Which field should we do first? If you remember, we sold our round baler for this last month. We found it at the discount store. So let's make sure we've got it set to the right size and we can start baling. Now, ideally for these fields I would like to have a windrower as well, so that I can windrow the straw into bigger swaths. It always helps if you switch on the baler before you start driving over your swaths. There you go. Expert tip of the day. What was I saying? Ideally I would like to have a windrower to collect these swaths into larger swaths, so we didn't have to pass over them as many times. But it's not worth getting that for now, as the time saved passing with the baler will be spent just going over the field with the windrower. Once we get another tractor, it'll definitely be worth having it, because we can automate the windrowing and then just do the baling ourselves. Plans for the future once we've expanded our farming operations sufficiently. But for now, we are flying solo and doing all the work ourselves. But that's okay. You've got to cut your teeth somehow, right? Okay, I will get this field and the other field baled, and I will be back with you soon. Okay, so this is our first field, almost complete, and I wonder how many bales we got from this one field. Finish this row, and then I'm going to grab these 3 straggly pieces just over here. Just this one. Looks quite a substantial piece. And then this one here, we'll just do one pass over it. In fact, we'll go to the end of the row here, because then we can start on the row, this closest row on the next field. But let's see how many we got from this field. So we got 11 bales from this one field. Almost 12 bales. We're 84% full, so almost 12 bales. I'm expecting we'll probably get another 12 bales from this field. So let's continue, and we'll see how many we have in total. What I am tempted to do is go and take another look at some of those harvesting contracts and set a contractor up to work the field. I'm not sure if that's considered cheating or not. Essentially, it's not, because in real life you would be able to take a contract and then subcontract it out to earn some money. But is it worth doing? I'm not sure. It would mean that we can make a little more money quicker. We'd obviously get a little bit of the bonus harvest. The only downside is that whenever the harvester was full, we'd have to stop what we're doing here with the baling and go and empty the harvester into the trailer. I don't think that's a bad idea though. Let's take a look, see what we can do. So maybe field 9 and field 33 are worth doing. I think I'm gonna take those 2 contracts and subcontract them out. So field 33, oats, and I guess that will be going to our grain mill. And then field number 9 is canola, so we'll take that too. Okay, so just going to take a quick pause here, and let's start up our harvester. We'll head over to field number 9. We'll set this up on a worker, obviously after doing a quick lap of the headland, and then that'll be making us a little bit of extra money. And collect our trailer with the header on it. Okay, let's head over to field number 9, which I think it's that one directly ahead of us, just past our own field there. We'll drop the header trailer here, and this won't take too long. It's a nice square field, so we'll do the headland, and then we'll set it off on an AI worker. Okay, I will continue with the time lapse, get the headland done, and then I will revert back to the baling. Okay, so the AI worker, who is harvesting canola for our neighbour, is a full grain tank. So let's take a pause in the time lapse while we take our trailer over there and get the harvester emptied. This won't take too long. Fortunately, canola isn't a super high yielding crop, which is handy in this case because we may not need to go and empty the grain tank again until the field is finished. Let's see. AI worker seems to be doing a pretty good job, except for the little straggly piece that he missed up there. That's okay though, we can finish that off afterwards. So let's get this emptied, and I will just leave the trailer there, and the AI worker can continue once the tank is empty. Going over back to our own fields here. Just go and reattach to our baler, which is down here somewhere. We're making pretty light work of these bales. So we had 12 off the first field. Let's see how many we have now. Now that we've done this little piece. We have 18 now. I would think that we're probably going to have 30 or so once we've done this field and the other field. And what I'm planning on doing with regards to the production facility to turn the pellets into pallets, I'm going to wait until we're less busy with harvesting and preparing our own fields. So likely November, December time, that's when we'll look at buying the production facility and starting off our palletizing of the straw pellets. We can also do hay pellets, which yields a lot more in terms of income than straw pellets, because obviously hay is worth a little bit more. Obviously to do that we would need to either mow and ted some grass for a neighbour or mow and ted our own grass. We will see when the time comes around. Anyways, back to the time lapse. I'll get this field done and the next field, and then we can decide where we go from there. Okay, so another quick pause in the time lapse. Our AI worker's grain tank is full once again. And it looks like he's almost completed the field as well, so let's jump over to the field here. And what I think I might do is empty his grain tank, and then I will just finish off this last little piece of the field myself, because it's just this one tiny row here and then one tiny straggly piece on the other side. And then I'll set him loose on the other field while I take the product where it needs to go, and then I will continue with the baling after. So let's wait for the tank to empty out. I'll quickly finish off these last pieces and then empty it into the trailer, and then we'll head over to the other field. Not much there at all. Alright. Now over to the other field to make a start, and I think what I'll do is the same as I did with this field. Quick lap of the headland, and then I'll set the AI worker loose to finish it off. I've caused an absolute ruckus here with trying to attach the header and the trailer, or trying to attach the header from the trailer on a busy street. So what I'm going to do is just start harvesting the field with the trailer attached, and I will remove it in a second. I'll resume the time lapse, get the headland done, put it back on a worker, and then we will deliver the canola from the last harvest to its destination, and then we'll resume the baling. Okay, so we are emptying our oat into the trailer. Wondering how the AI worker is going to handle that pole. Probably not going to handle it at all, is it? So let's take a look once we're empty. Okay, let's set the AI worker off and see how they tackle this light pole. Oh, okay. Apparently the light pole doesn't have a collision on it. It's, I don't even know what to call that. It's not invisible because you can see it. Invincible, I guess, for something you can see that you can drive straight through. Maybe you can make it up. Suggestions in the comments? See what you can come up with. We can think about what we want to plant. I think what I might do is... we need 40,000 litres of grain, so I might do barley in this first field, and then barley in this field, and then we can keep the long skinny field maybe for something else. I think that will give us 40,000 litres or so for next year, but we will see. Anyways, back to the Bale collection, and I will once again see you back here once we're done. Okay, so it wasn't worth doing a time lapse for that last little piece, or the last little piece of this field, so I just decided to cut to where we are, We are almost done with our baling. I thought one of the good things about having square bales and not round ones is that they wouldn't try to escape into our neighbour's field. It looks like this little scallywag here has other ideas. You're not going anywhere. I'm going to pick you up soon. And you will be second into the pellet maker. Yeah, I'm going to put a mark on you. And then I know to feed you first. Anyways, let's see how many bales we got in total. So 32 bales. I think I said 30, didn't I? So not a bad estimate. Let's dump these last two out into the field. And let's fold up our baler. It seems that that last one doesn't want to come off. Okay. And let's put our baler away. So 32 times 11,000. That's what? 320, about 350,000 litres of straw. I'm doing my calculations based on some experiments. The straw to pellet ratio is 3 to 1. So, if I do have this correct, that's a lot of pellets. It's 120,000 litres of pellets times whatever price you can get for them. What price can we get for pellets? So it's 304 at the animal dealer. However, if you buy the sell point, I believe it's about 500. So that will be around 70,000, 60 to 70,000 euros, making a rough estimate. Anyways, let's head over to the oat field, see how our artificially intelligent friend is doing. I don't know, artificial intelligence seems like a little bit of an insult to me, because if it's artificial then it's not real. So that would imply that it's actually quite stupid. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? It looks like it was almost full again. Yeah. So it was good timing there. What I require is some kind of device to pick up the bales from the other field. So let's get over to the vehicle store, which is just over here, fortunately, and we'll see what we can get. Almost caused an accident there. I fully accept responsibility for that one. Okay. So in the store, let's take a look in the discount store, first of all. Nothing in there that we want. So let's take a look at bale loaders. Now, I did download a couple of mods for this, for bale loading, just because I wanted a little bit of variety to the in-game bale loaders. But let's go with this one. It holds the same number of bales, it's just got a slightly different pickup method, which I kind of like. So we'll rent this, 4,500, and we'll go and pick up our bales. I'll see you back over at our fields. Back at our field with our bale loader. This one has a pretty cool grab on it. I'm guessing this is based on a real life model. Some of this farming equipment really does fascinate me. As a machinery lover, the way this thing actually operates is very, very cool. Alright, so I'll stop waffling about my nerdiness and get these bales picked up. Okay, so we are done picking up the bales, and let's empty them into our storage. I really do like this bale loader. I like the way it picks up the bales. I like that it doesn't stack them standing up. It just pushes them off the back. Definitely want to be buying this when we can afford it. Our storage is piling up very nicely. We've got square straw bales, round straw bales, got some eggs in there, got some silage in there. We are going to make some good money this year. Okay, let's return the bale loader. We don't need that anymore. And let's head over to the other field where I believe the worker has finished harvesting the oats. Alright. Let's get it unloaded. 25,000 litres almost, so I think that's going to be 2,500 for ourselves. I think it's 10% we get for ourselves. Well, first of all, let's collect our contract winnings. It's 4738 for us. And then let's take a look in our production. Well, 2,200 extra for the oats, and we will start up production of that. And that can be going towards our bread. Alright, well, I think this is a great place to leave this episode. So, hope you have enjoyed following along. If you have, please do consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Lets YouTube know that I'm making good content. As always, thank you for watching, and I do hope to see you next time. Until then, take care for now. Bye.